the darkest hour of the night, a stranger entered the saloon. No one could see his face, but everyone shivered. He walked straight to Alice's table. "Let's play a hand," he said. That night, Alice didn't know she was about to meet death. The saloon fell silent. Candles began to flicker, and Alice realized tonight everything would change. Poker Alice was the most famous gambler in the West. She hadn't lost in 20 years. She was a legend at every table in every saloon. Her real name was Alice Ivers Tubbs, but everyone knew her as Poker Alice, because when she touched cards, miracles happened. She lived in Deadwood, Colorado. She had her own saloon, Alice's Palace. Every night the best gamblers would come, but none could beat Alice. Alice didn't just play poker, she was Poker Alice. Cards were her language, the saloon her home, until that dark night. It was winter. A blizzard was raging outside. Alice's palace had few customers. Alice sat alone playing solitaire. Joe the bartender was cleaning glasses. A few drunks were dozing in the corner. It was past midnight. Alice was thinking of closing. Just then the door opened. Cold wind rushed in, candles flickered, and that man appeared. The man was tall and thin. He wore a black coat. His face was in shadow. He didn't close the door. Snow was blowing inside, but he seemed unaffected by the cold. He walked straight to Alice's table. No footsteps could be heard, as if he was gliding on the ground. Joe the bartender stopped. The drunks woke up. Everyone was staring at that man. Alice looked up. She wanted to see the man's face, but there was only darkness. The man sat across from Alice. "Good evening, Alice," he said. His voice was like an echo. Alice was surprised. How did he know her? "Do we know each other?" she asked. The man smiled. "At least he seemed to. Everyone knows you, Alice. Did you come to play poker?" "Yes, one hand." "What's the bet?" The man paused. The silence stretched. "Your life?" he said. Alice laughed. "My life? That's madness. I play serious bets, but this isn't madness, Alice. This is reality." The man placed his hand on the table. His hand was ice cold. Alice shivered. "I don't understand." "You will. Deal the cards." Alice hesitated, but curiosity won out. She took the cards. Alice shuffled the cards. Her hands were trembling. This had never happened before. 5 cards to herself, 5 to the man. The man didn't take his cards, he just looked at Alice. "Aren't you going to take your cards?" "Not yet. First learn the rules." Alice looked at her cards. Not a good hand, no pairs. "The rules are simple," the man said. "One hand of poker. The winner lives. The loser dies." Alice's heart raced. "This is just a game, right?" "You're joking," the man shook his head. "I never joke. I am death, Alice." The saloon became ice cold. Candles went out. Only the fireplace light remained. Joe the bartender froze. The drunks were motionless. Time seemed to stop. "This is impossible," Alice murmured. "Death is just a metaphor." "No," the man said, "and your time has come." Alice stood up. "No, I'm not ready to die. I'm still too young. Age doesn't matter. Everyone's time comes." "Your time has come too." "But I'm Poker Alice. I've never lost for 20 years. The man laughed. His voice shook the town. "That's exactly why I came. You're too proud. You think you're invincible, but everyone loses." Alice slowly sat down. She took her cards again. She analyzed the situation. Was this real? Or was it a dream? But the cold was very real. "Fine," Alice said. "I accept the game. But I have one condition." "A condition? You're immortal. You can't make conditions. I can. Because I'm Poker Alice, and I never play unfair games." The man stopped. For the first time, he seemed surprised. "What's your condition?" "Show your cards," Alice said. "Let me see your hand." "I'll show mine too." "This is cunning. You want to see my cards? No, Alice said. This is justice. We'll both reveal at the same time. The man thought. Agreed. But after this, it will be fair too. Meaning, if you win, you get one wish. If you lose, your soul belongs to me. Alice swallowed. The stakes had grown, but she couldn't turn back. Are you ready? The man asked. Alice nodded. Her heart was beating wildly. 3, 2, 1. Both revealed their cards. Alice's hand, 2 pairs, kings and jacks, a good hand. The man's hand, nothing, the lowest cards, a terrible hand. Alice was shocked. I won. But the man was smiling. Really? Look at your cards again. Alice looked. Her cards had changed. Now she had no pairs. This is cheating. You changed my cards. I am death, Alice. I make the rules. Alice panicked. This isn't fair. You're not keeping the agreement. But Alice was Poker Alice. For 20 years, she had seen every kind of cheating. It was time for Plan B. Wait, Alice said, you made a mistake. A very big mistake. What mistake? I am perfect. No, Alice said, smiling. You don't know how to gamble. The man was surprised. What do you mean? Poker isn't just played with cards. It's played with psychology. And you're losing right now. Alice continued. You're trying to scare me. But I'm not afraid. Because real gamblers never fear. We take risks. You might be death, but I'm life. And life is always stronger than death. The man began to tremble. Alice was growing stronger. She was gaining psychological advantage. Besides, Alice said, you made a very big mistake. You came to my house, my table, my cards, and most importantly, this is my game. Alice stood up. She seemed taller than the man. You're a guest here, and in my house, my rules apply. The man seemed to be shrinking. His shadow was fading. His power was diminishing. Now, Alice said, let's play the real game. This time by my rules. Alice dealt new cards, this time normal cards, no magic. This time no cheating. Just skill. Just poker. The man took his cards. Now he looked normal. His magic was broken. If you win this game, I die and leave everyone alone. If I win, you leave and never come back. The man agreed. He had no choice. Alice had taken control. Both looked at their cards. This time they were real cards, no magic. Alice's hand, flush. 5 hearts, a perfect hand. The man's hand, 3 of a kind, good but insufficient. Alice had won. I won, Alice said calmly. Now go. The man stood up. This wasn't possible. I am death. You might be, Alice said, but I'm Poker Alice. And at the poker table, I am God. The man walked toward the door. With each step, he grew smaller. His power was completely gone. How? He asked. How did you beat me? Alice smiled. Because you're death. But poker is about life. Poker is played with hope, risk, courage. You only give fear, but I give reason to live. The man stopped at the door. This isn't over. I'll return someday. I know, Alice said, but when that day comes, I'll be ready again. The man vanished. The saloon returned to normal. Candles lit again. Joe the bartender moved. The drunks woke up. Time returned to its flow. Alice, Joe said, who were you talking to? I didn't see anyone, Alice smiled. Just to myself. I was making big decisions. After that night, Alice changed. She became stronger, more confident because she had beaten death itself. At the poker table with a fair game. Now she feared nothing because she had faced her greatest fear. And won. That night, Poker Alice learned, life is stronger than death. Hope is stronger than fear. Courage is stronger than everything. And real poker players don't just play cards, they play life. Alice played life and won. Because true victory lies not in cards, but in the courage in your heart.